Welcome to the Radiant Life with Tatiana. I am your host, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create the best life possible. I'm a master mindset coach, breathwork facilitator, and a passionate little Latina who loves sharing the magic behind your subconscious mind and energetics. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, learn all about spirituality and manifestation, and to be inspired in making a change to embody your best self, you are in the right place. My goal is for you to see and unlock your limitless potential, to have the tools to break free from the chains holding you back so you can create and live your most radiant life. I am so excited to have you here listening today. Now let's dive into today's episode. Hello, love, and welcome to another episode of the Radiant Life podcast, where today we're going to change our vocabulary and we are going to stop apologizing. This is a concept I teach inside of Embrace Your Radiance, my group coaching program. I share it with my clients, my friends, my family, and it's something that I need to remind myself as well. I learned this concept back in 2020, and it made a big shift in my vocabulary and how I spoke to those around me and the meaning and the energy behind it. And I noticed myself saying it twice this week in instances that I didn't need to. So like historically for me, I grew up apologizing for things I didn't need to apologize for, saying sorry when there was no need to say sorry. And this week, I said, oops, sorry, when I bumped into a woman at the store the other day. I even said sorry, I remember this now. 2 weeks ago, I texted my friend. I was like, sorry, my sister was over, we were talking, because I didn't respond to her text right away, right? And then more importantly, the moment that inspired me to record this episode today was yesterday. I was in a breakthrough session. These are sessions that I bring my clients through. You've probably heard me talk about them before. They're long, they're mental and emotional release session. But this time I was the client. I was on the other end. And when we do these sessions, they're heavy. Like we talk about our shit, our baggage, our problems, our emotions. And I went to the bathroom, and in my mind, I said the words, because I just imagined myself telling her this. I was like, sorry, this is too much for you. Like I felt like a burden. And then I sat down and I told her that. I was like, I felt the need to say this to you. But then I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry that this made me too much. At the same time, I knew I didn't have to apologize for it, because that's what these sessions are for. And even she reminded it for me, but it showed the pattern again that it still exists here for me, because I'm a human. I sometimes apologize and say sorry for being human. And I don't need to, right? And I know it's not just me. I hear this all the time. I hear it with my clients say, sorry, Tatiana, I have this silly question. Sorry, so sorry for this long emotional voice message. And I tell them all the time, why are you apologizing? You have every right to ask a question. You have every right to send me a voice message in what you're going through. That's why you hired me as a coach, to support you. So why are you apologizing? This is something I've had to ask myself, and I want you to ask yourself too. Why are you saying sorry? Sorry for what? When you say next time, sorry for being human? Are you sorry for taking up space? Are you sorry for being busy when someone texted you and called you right away? Are you sorry for just being you? Why are you sorry? So today I want to talk about 2 reframes, ways to shift your vocabulary and what to say instead that feels more empowering. And depending on the scenario, there's going to be 2 scenarios here. And when I adopted this, it really improved my relationships, my communication with people. I share this with my clients. It's in a module. We go deeper into it, and it's helped them improve their relationships. They're like taking power of our words. Our words are powerful. And like I said, I'm human. I fall into it sometimes. I slip up. This is why I'm recording this, to remind myself, for you too. But let's make sure when we're actually apologizing that there's an actual reason to apologize, so there's actual strong energy behind it. So before we go into it, I want you to ask yourself and observe, maybe today, tomorrow, what do you apologize for? When you're texting someone, sorry, I missed your call. Do you do it in your emails? Sorry for the delayed email to your boss. Do you say it to your words? Sorry, babe, that dinner was late. Sorry this, sorry that. Like, what do you say? Keep track of it today, maybe. And notice, is this a word that is overused in your vocabulary? And maybe why? Ask yourself why. For me, I had brought awareness that I grew up watching my mom apologize a lot and say sorry. It was just like a normal word in our vocabulary. So I adopted it. But like, why? Why is that a normal word? It's like the normal word of the. I used to use sorry as much as I use the. Now it's not as much. So it's time to stop saying sorry for things we don't need to say sorry for. And it's time to bring awareness and to shift our words in a way that are more empowering. It's time to stop saying sorry for when you're wrong, for when you make a mistake. Like, hello, you're human. Last I heard, we're not meant to be perfect. It's time to stop saying sorry when you have a question. You have every right to have a question. Because think about it. When you're saying sorry for all of these things, it's becoming automatic, it's becoming a habit, and it's becoming a normal word in your vocabulary. Like I said, I used to say sorry as much as I used to say the. So think about when you actually need to apologize and say sorry for something, like sorry genuinely. Is there a genuine apologetic energy behind it? Do they actually feel your apology? Because if you say sorry to them all the time, do they really feel like you're sorry when you actually mean it? You feel me? No, because it's watered down, because you've overused it. So now let's change it. Let's give you a way to shift your vocabulary in ways that serve you and empower you. So the first scenario is to stop saying sorry when no apology is needed. So these are the reframes that you can use when you say sorry for things that you don't need to say sorry for. So instead of saying, so say your best friend calls you or texts you. So instead of saying, sorry, I was doing errands, I missed your text, or sorry, right? Say, hey, I was busy doing errands when you called. Can you talk now? Just get to the point. There's no need to say sorry, right? Maybe the scenario of like, hey, we're going out to dinner. We're celebrating my promotion, my job promotion. I don't know. We're making up a scenario here. Instead of responding like, oh, sorry, I wish I could, but I have to work. Wah, 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 sad face. Shift it. Oh, thank you so much for the invite. I appreciate it. Congratulations on the promotion. Unfortunately, I work late that day and I can't make it. Or maybe you're like, unfortunately, I can't make it that day. Are you willing to move it to 7 p.m. to another day? Or can we celebrate on our own another day? Don't apologize for working, right? Or for doing something. You're not doing anything wrong. Say thank you, right? Or sorry. How many times do you show up late somewhere? Sorry for the delayed response. Sorry, I'm late. Maybe you haven't responded to a text in a few days. Instead of saying sorry, say thank you so much for your patience. Shift to gratitude. Shift to thankfulness. Shift it in a better way. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for your patience. Right? Thank you for the reminder. Instead of, oops, sorry, I forgot. Thank you for the reminder. When we shift to gratitude, when we say thank you, what am I going to say? It's going to raise your vibration. And it's going to stop watering down the meaning of sorry when you say it. It's empowering because you aren't sorry for being busy. You aren't sorry for existing, for having a life, for missing your girlfriend's text message, not responding right away. We're all human. We're busy, right? So let's stop saying sorry for things we don't need to say sorry for. Because the thing is if we're constantly saying sorry over and over again, we're feeling disempowered. It may even subconsciously affect our confidence because the word sorry is like, bleh, it's like a lower vibrational. When we feel empowered and we can shift our words, we feel confident, we feel empowered, and that bleeds into every area of our lives. So it's time to stop apologizing for the stupid shit, for being you and for taking up space, and reframe it. So catch yourself today. When you have the urge to say sorry, to text or email sorry, shift it. Can you say thank you? Can you just get to the point? Do you have to add the word sorry? Okay, and so the second scenario. Okay, Tati, cool. So now I know what to say instead of sorry when I don't need to apologize. But then what do I say when I actually am apologizing and actually I am saying the word sorry? This is a good one. Shift your words and say, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Because when we say sorry, it's bland. It's neutral. There isn't a strong, loving energy, genuine apology behind it. It's one-sided. And some don't even accept that apology, right? Sorry. Oh, sorry, right? So you said it if you say it so much, do people really care for that apology once you say sorry? No. But when we say, please forgive me, few things. You're giving the mutual power to the other person that you're genuinely apologizing to. It's an acknowledgement that, hey, I messed up, or hey, I'm apologizing, that you are asking and seeking forgiveness from the other person. You're both able to be in this present moment of awareness of like, oh, okay, right? It's allowing the other person to choose to forgive you and to accept it and to move on. It's more of a partnership and a duality versus a neutral one-sided one of sorry. It's more meaningful, right? Like, please forgive me. Like, feel how good that feels. Instead of saying, sorry, please forgive me. Oh, you can feel that shift just by speaking that. Say right now, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. This was like so powerful for me when I shifted this in my vocabulary. And you know what? It's going to knock people off their tracks when you say it because they're so used to you saying sorry. Please forgive me. I love hearing my clients say this to me now, like, please forgive me. It's like, oh yes, they're getting it. So I want to encourage you to do this moving forward. Please forgive me. Like, I even say this now. There are moments in time where I do bump into someone at the store and I'm like, oh, forgive me. And they literally look at me and they're like, no, yeah, you're good. Instead of looking at me with a dirty look when I say sorry. Like, yeah, you bumped into me, right? It's just like you're taking ownership and you're allowing the other person to acknowledge that you're taking ownership of the apology and that they're now responsible as well to forgive you or not. Do this moving forward. It's going to shock people. It's going to maybe shock your partner, your mom, your boss, but it's going to feel more empowering. Okay? So it's time to stop apologizing for things we do not need to apologize for. Take the sorry out, get to the point, or shift it into gratitude. Thank them, right? Thank you for your patience. And when we are apologizing genuinely, let's change it to please forgive me. It is so much more empowering. And something I want you to take back today is this point forward, maybe on your notes section, write down how many times I say sorry. Because, in order for us to make a change, we really need to bring awareness. So cool, you listen to this podcast episode and you're like, oh, great, I'm going to do this moving forward. But maybe you need to bring a little bit more awareness of when you actually do say you're sorry. So then you can be more mindful moving forward. Maybe you put a sticky note on your desk, say, please forgive me. And write down for the next 24 hours how many times you say sorry and what are you saying sorry for? Sorry, I went on a run. I missed your call. Sorry, I missed this email that I'm getting back to you just 3 hours later. Write it down, bring awareness, because without awareness, we can't make change. So first we bring awareness to it. You wrote it down. Then you're going to accept it like, oh shit, I say sorry a lot for things I don't need to apologize for. Cool. Accept it. Now it's time to change my vocabulary. And now moving forward, how can you make the reframes when you don't need it? Can you get to the point? Can you switch it to thank you? When you are apologizing, can you shift it to please forgive me? I remember I wrote down this exercise once and I was like, oh, damn, I say sorry way too fucking much. And for what? And again, it's not to say you're not going to slip into that pattern. Think about how many years you've been saying sorry for, right? Oh, I'm over here, I'm 28. I've been saying sorry for a really freaking long time in my life. So of course, I'm going to slip up and say sorry when I don't need to here and there. But the majority, when I'm conscious and I'm intentional and I'm present, aka not rushing, I know to say, please forgive me. And it does become a habit. Yeah, it slips up, but it becomes more of a habit. And it's part of my vocabulary. And now notice, if you're someone who talks to me on the daily, if you maybe hear my other podcasts, if you voice memo me, you now will notice when I actually say, please forgive me instead of sorry. Because now you have the awareness of this vocabulary shift that I have. And now that you can embody. Okay? So I hope you take this episode and you stop apologizing for existing. You take your power back. I hope you have more meaning and genuine to your actual apologies and use this in your life. You don't need to keep apologizing. And I hope you take this and you take action on it. And it's not just another episode that you just consumed in your brain. No, let's apply it. Okay. And I'm right there with you. I did this yesterday. You're not alone. So let's do this together. Okay. If you valued from this, as always, please take a screenshot. Tag me at Tatiana_Kuto. I love your feedback and your aha moments. I was telling someone the other day, last week's podcast episode, like reframe your view on rest. And I got, voice messages like, oh my gosh, I never rest. I always feel guilty when I rest. My mom can't ever rest. Oh my goodness, so many aha moments. And I was like, oh my goodness, I love you for sharing this with me. This is great. There's a few of you that like messaged me, shared it on your stories. Because sometimes when I'm podcasting, I imagine myself speaking to you like at a coffee shop, like it's you and me, right? Like a coaching session or just a friend coffee session. And when I hear the responses, it makes it feel more of like a conversation. So just thank you for your feedback. Thank you for telling me like what you got out of it. Please keep it coming. I love it. I love that you share these with your friends, your family, your audiences. It keeps the message, the impact going. And it's how we change the world. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you know of someone, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mom, who says sorry too much and needs to change their vocabulary, oh, there's that share button. Go share it. This is how we make impact in other lives. We share our knowledge with others, and then we make the world a better place. And that is my purpose here, to help you rewrite your story, rewrite your way of being so that you can feel confident, you can step into your power, and that you can create a life of your dreams with all of this awareness and tools and just a new way of being. And so let's let those around us feel this way too, because we change the world by first changing ourselves. And if you're looking for some more tools, resources, guidance, and how to continue to make these improvements in your life, and maybe if you're not ready for coaching or the group coaching program, then this is who the ebook is for. So stay tuned. It is going to be releasing in November, and I'm so excited for you to get your hands on it. It's going to be perfect for beginners who are looking for guidance and support and tools in making positive changes in your life. It is a step-by-step system, so you don't have to do it all at once. And it's honestly everything I wish I had when I was creating or starting my personal development positive mindset shift journey. And I'm making it for you. It's going to be super affordable. It's interactive, so you're going to be able to write in it or have downloads and meditations, and just to be able to enhance your life and make those positive changes on your own in a step-by-step way. So stay tuned. I'm so excited for this to be released, you guys. I'm still confirming the name. That's what's freaking keeping me stuck. So I got some ideas rolling. I know some of you guys gave me ideas on Instagram when I posted the other day. Thank you. I will keep you updated. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. If you want my email list, check out the link below. You can upload your email there, get updates there, but stay tuned. It's going to be coming in November. All right. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I love you. And I will see you in the next episode. I hope you have the most radiant day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't already following me, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. Make sure to tag me in any posts that you share. I love and appreciate you so much and cannot wait to connect with you in the next episode. In the meantime, go out and radiate your light into the world.